EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Get that ball down the field. Get that first down, fellas.
Off play action. Raider. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Colts at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack.
Now, that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there. Call it the 26. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he powers his way up past the 30. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gross. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the ground, it's Tucker. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they get on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Throwing now is Lance. Open man is Tucker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now Lance. It's caught. Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll run with Tucker. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Here's Lance to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Operating from the gun, Raider. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off the play fake. Raider. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 7-7, our score after 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's caught. Mitchell. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. And Mike Mitchell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10. Here's Lance. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And Lance going to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second down and 4. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts continue to pull away here in this first half. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And Lance now to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. He'll take this inside the 40. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun, Raider. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Taylor. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Adonai Mitchell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Colts have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Lamb in motion left. From the gun, it's Lance. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a play fake. Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Gross. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, just like last play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. Open man is Atwell, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Slot man moves right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring it back. interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gross. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This is 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Lance. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
In motion, the tight end. This time they stay on the ground, and they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11th. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Back to throw. Rader setting up the screen for Miller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Colts are pouring it on.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
From the gun on third down, Lance.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance it